like Kaylee just did. I can't take y'all on the dancing day of like my princess just did y'all, but I can share y'all my testimony and share y'all
Amen.
my story.
It's been
And
you.
like I said, man, if I can't get through anything else to y'all by talking to y'all tonight, I just want to let y'all know that anything is possible and never give up on y'all dreams, man.
Amen.
Like, just a little quick rundown for myself. I was a small town kid from Bash, Louisiana, raised down in the underdog slumps of Bentry and Magnolia, man. And a lot of people saw me growing up, and let's just be honest, we up here talking, man. I wasn't exactly the cream of the crop, you know what I'm saying? Before I even got my life going, I was somewhat labeled, you know what I'm saying? Somewhat labeled as one of those problem child or one of those kids that's gonna be another statistic in
That's the God.
Bashford or San Jan Parish. And I just wanted to know, let y'all know that around my 10th grade year of high school, I was so actively in football since I was 5 years old, and I never once had aspirations of going to college to play football. Never, no one point in my life. I just wanted to play. My goals and my future was set on being a Wildcat. Like once I figured like being a Wildcat was my step to the pros, and you know what I'm saying. Going after my 10th grade year of high school, going into the spring of my junior year, I somehow started receiving college letters. So I know one thing: in order for me to do what I needed to do, in order to earn a scholarship or pursue a college career or further my education in any way, form, or fashion, I knew I was going to have to make some changes in my life, not just at school, but in the community, around the house, and basically how I carried myself. And I was about 17 years old when I finally looked and said, like I'm sick of having my mama having to hear negative things
All
about me.
right now.
Like I, one of my biggest enjoyments of my whole career through high school, college, and my 2 years of professional ball was whenever I was doing good, whenever I was working hard, whenever I was being successful at everything I do, I could always look just like I can look now and see my mom out there smiling big, smiling bright, saying how proud of her champ she is and all type of stuff like that. So that was kind of my motivation. That was kind of my drive. That was kind of my will in order for me to be great at anything I do. So just keep going back on my little journey, can't leave, you know what I'm saying? I'm back in high school right now, 17 years old. All of a sudden, I'm getting college letters. At that point, I had to play around my whole career. I had to play around in the classroom, play around with my behavior, not doing what I'm supposed to do, not really training, not really working, not what I'm supposed to do. I just know I wanted to go to college, but I never know how I was going to get there, what I was going to do to get there, and what it was going to basically take to get there. So once I finally turned that flip around, I started seeking help. I started looking to older people, started getting advice from people that's ahead of me, people that did it before, and started looking to people as role models and examples, man. Like everybody got somebody you look up to growing up. You never know. So one thing I tell the guys in the group that we started, the Soul Brothers, that we gotta be careful how we carry ourselves around people because you never know who watching you. You never know who looking up to you. You never know who life you impacting in any way, form, or fashion. So going into high school, going into my senior year of high school, I had to finally make the flip. Like I had to finally, like, all right, I'm turning this thing around. I'm getting ready to be successful. I think I can cross that bridge. You know what I'm saying? I think I can make it to the next level and do what I was supposed to do. But I was still in the grad situation. Still in a grad situation. I had to start getting my behavior right. I had to start working out. I had to start getting better on the football field. I had to start doing everything, but I was still slacking in the classroom. A lot of kids, we use sports as a mainstream to get to where we want to be in our life. But in order for us to be successful in that sport, you gotta have your education first. And I had to learn that the hard way. I took a longer journey because I played around all throughout my early years of life. One thing I learned within my first 3 weeks of college is that they call you a student athlete for a reason. They call you a student athlete for a reason. The student comes first. You cannot be a successful athlete without being a great student. So I had to pick that up. I went from, believe it or not, I can't make this up, man. I went from graduating out of St. James High, bottom 10 in my class, bottom 10 in my class. Out of 92 students, I think I had to be like 83 or something. I cannot make this up. within my first year and a half, till today, within my first year and a half of junior college, I was on the dean list.
Amen.
Like I was on the dean list of school. Till today, my mom got them grades hanging up. My mom got those grades hanging up on the wall in the living room at our crib in Magnolia, man. And like things like that, that just shows you testament and how that anything's possible, man. Like ain't nobody. When I left St. Jam, a lot of people in the community that's smiling right now. That's happy to see you doing so good. And like that was some of those same people, believe it or not, was those people that was waiting for your downfall. Believe it or not. And some of those people, like whether you like it or not, whether we believe it or not, was praying against you in the face. Like in the sense, like, because if I don't know you from head to toe, and I can come say, well, just because I heard this kid's from Magnolia and he's a bad kid and he hang with that guy, that ain't no way he can be successful in college. And I'm here to tell y'all that's not true. Amen. That is not true. I hung out with a group of kids that we all grew up and we all took different paths. And today, as young adults, young men, we all grew back, we all came back to Magnolia, we all successful in making changes in our life and doing things to give back to our community and help our youth in every way we can. Amen. So another thing in my college career, like, that goes to show you adversity. Adversity gonna really hit you in your life. Like adversity is something that as a young kid, as a man, as an adult, as a grown up, as a pastor, like you need to really realize that adversity will come. There will be times in your life that you're going to feel like giving up. Playing college football, man, that was when I got there, I wasn't the biggest, I wasn't the fastest, I wasn't the most athletic. I didn't have everything going like everybody else had going for them. But that's called adversity right there. That's called learning how to feel, learning how to pick yourself up, and learning how to keep going. One thing my mom always taught me was that no matter what nobody else got to say about you, God gonna have the final say. So whenever I had a problem, I always found it important to find my way back to God. Find my way back to. People used to call me the biggest mama's boy ever, because there was only two people I could talk to when everything was going wrong. Like I'm gonna call, I'm gonna get on my knees, and I'm gonna pray, and then I'm gonna call the Vashers, and I'm gonna talk to Belinda. Me and her gonna talk about what's going on. And one thing about it is, I come from a praying family. I come from a God-gifted, loving family, and they taught me the importance of prayer and what prayer can do for you. And as a 27-year-old man now, I understand and know what prayer can do for you because I've lived and witnessed what prayer has done for me. And I just wanted to tell my mom while she's here, thank you for always being there. Thank you. When I was a kid to now, just thank you. Like, there is not enough words to explain just how much you mean to me and how much you mean to my career. And just for the kids out there, I just want to let y'all know that, like, man, anything's possible, man. I mean, anything's possible. If y'all set yourself a dream, or if y'all set yourself a goal, don't let nothing or nobody persuade y'all away from that. Set y'all vision, write y'all goals down, and be on a relentless pursuit of perfection to get to that. One of my coaches, I played for a guy named David Branscombe, and one thing he always, it was a quote from Vince Lombardi that he always used before he always talked to us about a football game. He said, he always said, perfection is attainable. Perfection is attainable. Perfection is not attainable, I'm sorry. Perfection is not attainable. You cannot be perfect. But if you chase perfection, you can catch excellence. And that stuck with me throughout my whole life, not just my football and playing career. That stuck with me throughout everything I did. So when I give back and I came back, I moved back to St. James 2 years ago, and I took an opportunity to get back into the school system and work with the kids and doing all the many things me and my soul brothers doing for the youth. Like, I really strive to be perfect, and I really strive to be real citizens and role models in everything we do, because like I just said in the beginning, is you never know who watching you. Amen. And you never know what little kids you can impact or what man you can impact for that. You never know if you got a brother in Christ that's even looking up to you, and you can be way older than me. But my testimony, my story can be something that impacts your life, changes you, and makes you want to be closer to God, be better, be a better person, and be a better man in your community. I just want to say, Also that keep y'all faith regardless of what's going on, even though when things get heavy, things get bad, things get rough, things get turned up. There's so many times in my life, so many different situations that I just wanted to quit. I just wanted to give up. I just wanted to like question myself and even sometimes question God, like why is this even happening? Like why is this going on? Why is this happening in my life, dog? But I know one thing or something else my mother always taught me is that God will never put something on your plate more than you can bear. He'll never put more weight on my shoulder than I can carry. So with that being said, whatever God situation or adverse moment he brings to my life, pray about him. Pray about him. Go to God about him and then trust that you will get over that situation. And once you get over that situation, share your story, share your testimony, give back to people and appreciate what the changes that God has given to you in your life, and just be appreciative, man. Like I don't think we can appreciate the greatness of God enough. Like just a couple months ago, man, I got into a freakish accident. Where I almost lost the sight in both of mine. That's just going to show you how God works in your life. I had just coached a homecoming football game, and just out hanging out at the homecoming festivities. My family, my friends, nobody I'm dealing with had nothing to do with the altercation that was going on. Wrong place at the wrong time. Got slapped in my face with a Corona bottle, with a beer bottle. Took it to my face. Had laceration stitches in my left eye, and the whole color part of my right eye was split down the middle. I had woke up those next couple of days, those next 5 days of my life was miserable. I'm waking up not knowing if I'm going to see out my eyes again, crying every morning, just upset, just down, just depressed, just don't know what I'm going to do with myself, thinking like I done worked all my life to get to this point in my life, and somebody just take it away from me like that. But like I always did from when I was 17 up until now, got down on my knees and I prayed about it. Amen. Prayed about it. Went to my mom and she prayed about it. People that was around me, my support cast was there. They held me tight. They kept me close to them, and they just made sure I kept going. And when you got people like that in your life, and you got people like that that surrounding you, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I visited the doctor, 3 weeks ago was my last visit to the eye doctor. They fuss at me right now because I don't even really want to go back. I can see clear as day right now. I can see clear as day right now. And just 2 months ago, I was in a situation where I wasn't going to know if I was going to be able to see out my right eye at all. And that just goes to show you how having faith in God and how prayer really works and how things can change just like that for you. We can't take things for granted, because just like I had everything going on for myself, and just like I just thought I had everything worked out, and everything just finally flowing right in the snap of a finger, everything was taken away from me. And I was scared for my life that I was not going to be able to do the things that I love doing anymore. And by prayer and by trusting God, and that even though the doctor's saying one thing, knowing that God's saying one thing, and my mom's saying one thing, and we trust in another thing, that I'm going to get through it. And here I am today to just let y'all know that I made it. I made it through the high school struggle when nobody said I couldn't make it through college. I made it. When I got to college, when people say I couldn't play college football and I wasn't going to be big enough to make it, I made it. I made it through college football and played 2 years of professional football and nobody thought I could do that. I made it. I just almost lost my complete vision. And I'm standing here to share this testimony with y'all tonight. I made it. I just want to let y'all know that y'all can make it. Trust God, have faith, and keep confidence in everything y'all do. God bless y'all.
Amen.